What's going on, guys? I know I don't even, me, you don't even talk on this wrestling channel anymore. I'm sorry about that, guys. If you want to talk to me about other things, find me on social media, whatever. Um, with wrestling lately, I feel like the wrestling world is toxic as it is, with especially everybody's like, oh my god, you cannot let this and this, whatever. But the thing I want to talk about today is when you see wrestling retirements, you think they're full of shit. They're not going to retire. They come back in a year because they maybe need that big payday, or they don't have that exit that they want. Some of the wrestlers, every wrestler in the wrestling business should have an exit plan to do movies or whatever. Find that exit plan. You don't want to be like a Terry Funk and just keep wrestling at 76-year-old. No, but when I heard today that Triple H has retired, I'm like, I knew it was going to happen one day, and I knew that, especially with this recent health issue he's had with his cardiac arrest, and he's got a defibrillator in his heart, that I knew it was going to happen, but I wasn't expecting it. And I just want to talk about his career, and because when I first started watching wrestling, when I was very young, the one person I really liked watching was Triple H. I loved how he could be one of the most hated guys in the whole world, but on the other hand, he can be one of the best babyfaces in the world. And I love that about a character that can turn 1 minute to be a great bad guy, but can be a great face as well, great good guy. I love that about wrestling because not everybody can do that. I understand that sometimes somebody's better being a face and somebody's natural better as a heel. But when I look at Triple H, I know he's going to get a lot of shit. Oh, well, he played politics with a clique and he was married to Stephanie and all this bullshit people are going to come out with. But the fact of the matter is, if you liked it or not, Triple H was going to be a big star. If he married Stephanie or not. And that's a true fact. Like, you could see, especially when he had feuds against Austin and Rock, especially early Rock. Like, this was Triple H that came from WCW as terrorizing. And he was Hunter Hearst Helmsley, the blue chip Hunter Hearst Helmsley. He finally finds this character called the Game Triple H, and now he forms DX with Shawn Michaels and Rick Rude, and that really helps him establish him. And then he has this mini feud with Owen Hart back in early '98, and then the summer '98, you can see that there's something in Triple H. There's something in this character that hasn't been unlocked yet. He has a couple of great IC titles. He has a great program with The Rock in '98. And then you can really see, especially in 2000, I think it was, well, about 2000 it was, that he had that feud with Mick Foley. And this was him proving that he deserves to be a top guy. That Hell in a Cell match, that really established him as a top guy. That match with Foley. Because he's like, I can hang with these guys. And then he had that 3 stages of Hell match with Austin back in 2001, and then he had Taker that year. Then he helped develop. I know a lot of people say, "Oh, well, he buried talent. He played politics." A lot of wrestlers play politics. Bret Hart played politics. Austin played politics, but they don't get much shit as Triple H does because, again, he's married to the boss. He's also gonna get more shit. But Triple H developed talent. If you like it or not, yes, the NXT Black and Gold brand ended in a bad way. And did it need a change? Not really, but again, AEW was kicking their ass. He didn't need to go on Wednesday nights. But that's another debate for another day anyway. I'm not going to talk about that. But the fact of the matter is, Triple H did actually put people over. He put Benoit over at WrestleMania 20. He put over Bryan. He put over Rollins. He's actually put over guys. He's helped Batista. He's helped Randy Orton. And he's helped them get them over it and helped them get to a better level. If you hear anybody who's left WWE recently and who's been under the learning tree of a Triple H and Shawn Michaels, you can tell that they've benefited from being on the Triple H. You look at an Adam Cole for an example. Like, I liked him on the independents. I've been a fan of Adam Cole for a long time, but he was missing. He needed to slow his shit down and basically be a better performer. And once he got to NXT under the Triple H learning tree, you could see he was slowly becoming a better performer. You can see it now in AEW. Like, he's still being a better performer. Like, that 4 years he had under Triple H and Shawn Michaels was really good for his career, and it really helped him as a better performer. Like, Triple H is mind for the business. Is great. Now, I know that sometimes his booking is kind of questionable. I understand that. and some things were a hit, sometimes were a miss, and Vince sabotaged his NXT, which didn't need to be on primetime TV, Vince, but again, Vince is like, it's gotta go head to head with AEW because I want to make Triple H fail, because nothing should get over organically without Vince micromanaging it. But anyway, he established NXT. He actually made NXT the most watchable thing on WWE in the last 5-10 years. And he made NXT its own thing. Like, if you think about NXT, it was a challenge reality TV show. Triple H made it a third brand, which it was not meant to be a third brand, but it was a third brand. And then ultimately that was what it's down for, but whatever. And Triple H made stars. Now, did them stars translate on the main roster? Not really, but that's kind of a thing for Vince, because again, Vince doesn't get NXT, but Triple H did make some stars, but again, how they got used in the main roster is questionable. But yeah, overall, Triple H had a great career. He's done everything that he has in his career. He's a Hall of Famer. He's won world titles, 2 Rumbles. He's done it all. So yeah, this is my just me thanking Triple H and thanking him for so many great legendary moments, like the MSG return, and one of my favorite matches that I liked recently was the whole end of an era WrestleMania 28. Him, Shawn, and Taker. I just love the story between that, and yeah, it was just so great. And Triple H is one of the greatest of all time. Yeah, he's not one of the best technical wrestlers, but again, it's not all about the matches and the moves and all these fucking melts and melts. Oh my god, 5 stars, 5 stars. No, who gives a fuck about the matches and the moves? The matches and the moves don't fucking matter. It's about being a character and actually able to get over, and that's what Triple H did. He evolved himself from being the blue-blooded Hunter Hearst Helmsley to being the game Triple H, to being the King of Kings, to being the Silver Assassin. You get what I mean? To being the heel evil boss in the Authority. Like, he could adapt to different things, and which I wish that performance today would do, actually learn from a Triple H more, and learn from a Shawn Michaels, and spend a couple years with them and just pick their brains of like how I should be a better performer. Because you look at Adam Cole, how he's developing, you look at Keith Lee and all these other guys that have left WWE recently and have praised Triple H for the great stuff, and you can see the great stuff that he's done with them. Because when they joined WWE to when they left WWE, 2 different people. So yeah, anyway guys, leave your guys' thoughts. Peace.